What's up, guys? Let me know if you can see me. And we are going to go live. Let me get all this set up here. All right, so hopefully YouTube will send out notifications that I am live. Get out of some of this stuff here. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on, guys. Don't forget to smash the likes when you get in here. I do appreciate it. All you have to do is scroll down to the bottom of the video, which is right here. Hit that like button, and let's check it out. So, again, nothing has changed in the big picture. We've been watching this forever. This does seem to be playing out. We need to break this low of 30,000. Remember, this is invalid. If we break 47.1 before breaking 30,000, we'll probably have some support here around 30,500, 30,600 again, maybe get a bounce, but a break of this area, then we start looking for those mid 20s. If this count is correct, there's no guarantees in any markets, guys. You are responsible for your own decisions. I've been showing this chart here since May. And we drew this one here back in March for the Wyckoff method. Now I'm looking more towards the Elliott wave. It does line up. The fourth wave does line up as redistribution, possibly. I know a lot of people are talking about this being accumulation. We're going to take a look at some divergence also. I do want to take a look at... we'll get into live chat here in a while, but if you watch yesterday's video, I talked about breaking this daily trend line, which does seem like we've broken it. Now, there is a chance we rally back up again on the daily chart and retest this before continuing down. So be aware of that. Hope you guys can see that. But otherwise, I am still looking for any time between now and next week, hitting that mid-20s section. And it does not have to be 23. We also have an area around 27. But either way, I do believe we break this 30,000, create this fifth wave, get a rally up for the next couple months to August or September, getting to the $50,000-$55,000 range, making everybody bullish again. This does not have to happen, guys. This is the best case scenario, in my opinion, that we create a B wave here, come back down to C. Guys, there's 185 people, only 50 likes. Take a second out, please. Scroll down, smash that like button. Doesn't cost you anything but a couple seconds of your time. But anyways, that's what I'm looking at there. Let's go into some smaller time frames. Let's take a look at this real quick. So this is the Fibonacci retracement levels all the way from the swing low back in March up to here. Our golden pocket zone is going to be between 25,000 and 27,000, somewhere in there. I do expect at least a bounce there, maybe come back, test this range before continuing down to possibly the mid-20s. But keep a good eye on this area, guys. We could definitely get our bounce from there to the 50 to 55,000. Again, we talked about it yesterday on how to judge where that might land, and I'll go over that real quick. And then, like I said, I'm going to go over everything real quick, and then I'll get into the chat and we'll start answering some questions. But if we take the Fibonacci extension from wave 2 there down to wave 3 up to wave 4, this will give us our general area of where the fifth wave may be. And as you can see right here in the golden pocket zone, that 23.4, that's why I have that there. But there is also the possibility of getting that bounce around 26.5 to 27,000 range, which is the 0.5 fib. So keep an eye on that. If it does break the golden pocket range here, we could go as far as a 17.9 to 18,000 range for wave 5. In the really ugly case scenario, this wave 5 gets extended, and that would be very bad. We've discussed that many times. If you guys are familiar with the market cheat sheet, that is part of that. But before we get into the smaller time frames, if you haven't checked out Prime XBT, I have links down below to Prime XBT. I have links to BYBIT, Gate.io, other links down there if you guys are interested in trading. But by far, my favorite exchange, because they don't trade against you, is Prime XBT. They are an A-book exchange. B-book exchanges are pretty risky in my opinion. They do hunt your stop losses, but PHEMEX does not do that. And I have my promo code SAVVY50. You can enter right here in the promo code section. That'll get you 50% on top of whatever you deposit as a bonus to use towards your margin. SAVVY25 will get you 25% off your fees. And if you go over to my YouTube page, let's go over to it. I do have a BYBIT tutorial and a PHEMEX. A lot of people get confused on how to use the PHEMEX margin. It's very simple. Just go over to here and check it out. I also have some short tutorial videos that give you some basics of TA you might want to check out if you're new. But let's take a look at the smaller time frames now. 4 hours. So this here we could see we have 18 minutes to close. And if we zoom in here, if we close up in this area, we could create some hidden bullish divergence, but hidden bullish isn't as strong in a downtrend. Hidden bearish is more, more strong. We had this yesterday. I showed you guys this on my video. We were making lower highs in the price action here, higher highs in the price action here. That was hidden bearish divergence. Again, hidden divergence has more strength to continue a downtrend. And as you can see here, I don't think we're going to get the bullish divergence, but again, there's no confirmation till close. If this RSI closes down below this low, then there is no hidden bullish divergence there. We could continue down from here. Yeah, things are not looking very hopeful for Bitcoin right now. I know a lot of people are, but remember, we have to watch what's going on in traditional markets. We do have, how long? We do have about 2 hours, almost 2 hours until traditional markets open. Let's take a look at the pre-market. Pre-markets are down. Well, let me make sure that's correct. Nope, pre-markets are up right now. But keep in mind, a lot of times you'll see that happen. And when the market's open, then they'll go down. It kind of sucks retail in because the pre-traders are trading up until open. So be aware of that. But if traditional markets do continue up, if they do have a bullish day, Bitcoin may get a relief rally. So keep that in mind. Let's look at the Dow Jones. As I've showed you guys in the longer picture, we have higher highs. This is the weekly chart. So this is all the way back in January of 2018 to now. If you look at the white trend line here, we got higher highs. We got lower highs in the RSI. That is bearish divergence. And if we zoom in even a little closer, again, still on the weekly chart, we can see we had higher highs right here and lower highs right here. That is bearish divergence. Although this has come down quite far, we may make some hidden bullish divergence. But again, we're in an uptrend. Hidden divergence is much stronger in a continuation of the trend. So this is what I'm looking at. Let me know what you guys think. Let's get into the chat and see what's going on. Savvy, thanks for the good info. Interested in how you determine your points of entry for longs when things bounce. Divergence. And again, guys, you can go to my wife's webpage, inkyyourimage.com. There's a link down below right here. She makes a lot of cool stuff in there, guys. Definitely check it out. But I will talk about the divergence cheat sheet right here. That is a great thing to have if you're new to trading. It is on a mouse pad, so you can have it right at your computer with you. We're also going to do some more different things with some like Elliott wave rules on the mouse pads, things like that. So keep your eye out for that. And I want to show you this chart. This is the DXY overlaid on Bitcoin. Every time the DXY tops, Bitcoin bottoms. Every time Bitcoin tops, the DXY bottoms on this trend line. As you can see, March 2020, dollar topped, Bitcoin bottomed. Now the dollar has bottomed. I believe Bitcoin has topped. That's not to say we can't get a relief rally, guys. A lot of people, every time we get a $100 bounce, get super bullish again and think we're going to the moon. Be careful with that. Not saying we can't, because nobody knows what the market's going to do, but I'm here to give you my view. So we had drawn this in yesterday's video. We did get a drop here. We are creating hidden bullish divergence. Now remember, hidden divergence is a continuation of the trend and much stronger when it's in a continuation of the trend. The trend is up. We have hidden bullish divergence. Definitely room for the DXY to do another leg up. And that's what I'm looking for. When DXY has this leg up, I think Bitcoin will have another leg down. But again, until the traditional markets open, we'll have to wait and see. Ethereum, people always ask for Ethereum and other alts, guys. They're going to follow Bitcoin. Ethereum is bearish. I still have these targets down here between 1,000 and 1,300. We've had these targets forever. My charts do not change on a daily basis. We've been watching the same charts for months. And that is how you should do it. If you have to change your charts every day, you're doing something wrong. If the people you are following change their charts on a daily basis, something's wrong. So anyways, that is what I'm looking at. There's my Ethereum targets. We did do the call. I'll show you in a minute. My Litecoin targets are still down here in between the 50 and 83. 83 is where I expected the first bounce possible. Let's take a look at, so we had a sell signal over here. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely subscribe. We do daily updates. Make sure you smash that like and turn your notifications on so you get notified when I post new videos. We have almost 600 people in here and only 200 likes. Guys, scroll down under the video. Let's see right here. Scroll down under the video and click that thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. So anyways, this is where we're at, guys. Let's see what happens on this 4-hour close. If we do close with some hidden bullish divergence, we could get a small bounce up. I don't think it's going to be a huge one. So be aware of that. As of right now, we are creating some hidden bullish divergence. But again, hidden divergence is a continuation of the trend. So we are in a downtrend. That makes the hidden divergence not as strong, in my opinion. Or I'm sorry, this isn't hidden. This would be bullish divergence. My bad. But anyways, I don't believe this to be a huge bounce. A relief rally, yes. Let's take a look at some targets. If we do bounce from here, like I said, that would signify that traditional markets may open positive. Here are the areas I would watch for a bounce if this closes with this bullish divergence here. And what I mean by bullish divergence, if you're new, we are making lower lows in the price action, higher lows in the RSI. That is bullish divergence. Again, I don't believe that it will be a huge bounce, but we'll see. Here are the targets that would just be these Fibonacci retracement levels. Oops, let me get that off there. I hit the wrong button. So let's go over to price table. So these would be the areas I'd watch for a bounce. First area being 34,000. Second area being 35.3. If it was able to blow past that, 36.5. Again, guys, all this is going to depend on traditional markets. Golden pocket zone is going to be around 37.6, and then we have the 0.786 at around 39.2. But that's, you know, depending on what happens with traditional markets. Again, they are showing traditional markets. Let's do a refresh. Are still showing up. They were up much further earlier, so definitely keep an eye on this at open, which will be in about an hour and 40 minutes. Or wait a minute, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Wait. Yeah, about an hour and 40 minutes. If only I could smash it twice. Thanks, man. Morning, James. Harshal. All right, now we'll get into the chat. Have some combo. Let me know what you guys think. What are you looking at? What are your thoughts? Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Do you think we're going to get a huge bounce, or do you think we're just going to get another dead cat bounce? Suckers rally. Thanks, Neil. I appreciate it. Wild. I closed my short with 68% gain in my sleep. Stop loss. Right on. Always use stops, guys. If you're listening to anyone that tells you don't use stops, that's how you get wrecked. Be careful. Use stops. Risk management. Don't put in more than you're willing to lose. So if it bounces to 37, sell for retracements. I would be looking for another short at any one of these levels. Not these levels, sorry. at any one of these levels here, I would be looking for a short. But let's see how this 4 hour closes. Let's look at the, hey Raid, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, brother. Let's look at the 1 hour just for shits and giggles. 1 hour is doing the same thing, showing some hidden bullish divergence, but it's only in the 1 hour, which isn't very significant. We also had some bullish divergence here, which we dropped lower afterwards. So be cautious here, guys. The markets can do some strange things right now. Like I said, keep a close eye on traditional markets. If only could smash twice. I've had said that more than once. I'm sure you answered already, but quickly, do we have more room for fall today? We do, and if we look at the daily is what I'm mostly watching here. We did break this rising broadening wedge, guys. Yes, we could go down further, but keep in mind, by the end of the day, you know, tomorrow we could even bounce up, retest this trend line in the daily. So be aware of that, guys. Things don't just go straight down. Things don't go straight up most of the time. Obviously, sometimes we have flash crashes or flash pumps, but for the most part, nothing's changed. Hashtag nothing's changed. I say that all the time. Come on, guys. Savvy is the best TA analysis on YouTube. Give him a like. Thanks. I appreciate that. Daily is bearish. It is bearish. But remember, we can get little fake rallies, and you know, people got to take profits, close their shorts, and re-enter. There's gonna be, you know, there's gonna be ups and downs. It's not always straight one way. But yeah, if we do get our bounce here, we got about 7 minutes to close. If we do get this bullish divergence, we may get a bounce to 34, possibly 35.3. The way you know what's going on there is look for divergence once we get back into these areas, if we do get a bounce into them. And once you get divergence on one of these levels, most likely it would be hidden bearish divergence. If that happens, that would be a good time to enter shorts and put your stops just above at the next resistance, or just above the resistance. What is your outlook for Bitcoin the rest of 2021 and 22? Steven, I say it all the time. I'm going to go ahead and show this chart. This is my outlook. And the only thing that's going to change my mind on this is if we break 47.1 before we go under 47.2. Now, this is towards the end of the month, looking for the mid-20s. Again, I showed you. Go back to the beginning of the video. I have other targets around 27, which is the 0.618. But anyways, I do expect this to be 5 waves making wave A. Then we should have 3 waves up making B, and then C. 2022 gets very ugly. Again, if we break this green trend line at any time and get support on it, then I do believe we could be seeing new all-time highs. But until then, I remain bearish here. Why do I buy Ethereum? I'm not here to tell you to buy. I'm not here to tell you to sell. I'm not here to tell you to long. I'm not here to tell you to short. This is not a signal channel. I show you my views. Do with them what you will. Watch the bullish, you know, scenarios. Watch the bearish scenarios. Make your own decisions. If you listen to the bulls and you lose, it's not their fault, it's yours. If you listen to the bears and lose, it's not their fault, it's yours. If you listen to the bears and win, it's not, you know, them, it's you. You're the ultimate decision maker with your own money. You can never blame anybody else for anything. Everybody has their own opinions. So again, I'm not here to make calls. I'm here to show you my views on the market. What time frame are you looking for divergence on the bounces? It all depends. You could trade any time frames. I like to stay in 4 hours and up. I don't like to trade the smaller time frames. Smaller time frames you trade, the more risky it is, the more chance of you getting liquidated, especially if you're using high leverage. And I don't suggest that if you're new. I suggest to stay maybe between 2 and 5x leverage if you're new to trading and trying leverage with a very small account, guys. If you can't start an account with $10 and grow it, how the hell are you going to start an account with 10,000 and grow it? Start small. Learn first before getting crazy into trading. Trading will be here forever. Markets are going to be here forever. The great thing about trading is it does not matter which way the markets go. You can make money both ways. Check out my links down below. Also, give me a follow on Twitter. It's at CryptoSavvy1. Check it out if you are on Twitter. Give me a follow. I have been way more active in there than usual, and I plan on continuing that. So, sir, what could the targets be for XRP on the road down? I've showed my take on XRP, and that is right here. If XRP does not, as you can see, I had this target here forever, 57 cents. If it breaks below 57 cents, you're looking back down into the 20-cent range. And this here is where I'm looking for the dollar to go. We've talked about the DXY. I do think I'm still bullish on the DXY for the next year. I do believe when the dollar tops out next time on that trend line of the chart we've looked at a million times, which is, sorry guys, right here. When the dollar reaches this trend line again, I think it would be a good time to buy back into Bitcoin. That may be a year, could be more. 2022 is here. That would be a pretty quick kick for it. So it may be towards the end of 2022. Again, make sure you're subscribed. We will be keeping up on the price action. Paul Hines, love the honesty, man. Thanks for what you do. Everyone else is too strong out on all that hopium. Too strung out. Thanks, Paul. I do appreciate that. But remember, everybody has and is entitled to their own opinion. So if somebody is extremely bullish, they could possibly be right. There's no guarantees in this market. Again, I'm here to show you my views and what I've been seeing. And so far, my charts have not changed for months. So nothing has changed. If I go for hodl, is it a good time to get in? If you're hodling long term, you know, possibly. Something I mentioned today, I want to go over real quick, and just everybody's all about the 4-year cycle for Bitcoin, which cool, great. We are, if we keep in this trend and go back down to this, we could be getting a 3-day sell signal on my EMA strategy, guys. So there's just another thing to be very cautious about. Everybody says we need a blow off top. No, we do not. So we've been in a 4-year cycle. Everybody is in the belief that we've been in a 4-year cycle, which there is argument for that. The market's getting older. So when the market was, you know, young, you could look at it in 4-year cycles. Who's to say this isn't the end of a 10-year cycle for Bitcoin and we're starting new 10-year cycles? Just saying, it's a possibility. You have to look at both sides and all possibilities. Don't be single-minded. Yes, we could continue up and get up to that mid-70s area. We could get up over 100,000. I'm not saying none of that's possible, but my view is exactly what I'm showing you. And I'm not guaranteeing you anything. But that 9,500 I've been looking for also lines up with the bottom of this trend line here. So just some things to look at, guys. What's your BTC target for today? Start from the beginning of the video. Akshay, I'm not going to bore the people going over the same stuff that we've already went over. So if you're just coming in here, go ahead, start at the beginning of the video. You're not going to miss anything. You'll get more information at the beginning to watch the video all the way through. So 950 viewers and 425 likes. That makes me sad, guys. Come on, go down, hit that thumbs up. I would appreciate it. So did we close the 4-hour? We did, and we made a little bit of bullish divergence, but again, look for these areas for the bounce around 34, 35.3. If that breaks, keep an eye on these areas, guys. I don't expect us to go up too awfully high. I do expect a little correction possible. Let's look at the traditional markets. Have they changed much? Where are they? Right here. Let's refresh. Still around the same. Again, let's see how those open. Litecoin and Ethereum still looking uglier than ugly. We are getting a little bit of bullish divergence on the 4 hour here on Ethereum, so it could get its little bounce too. But in the bigger picture, we've done nothing but made hidden bearish divergence also. So yeah. Thanks for the Prime XBT bonus. Joining just in time for a short. Right on, man. Be careful if you're gonna. I wouldn't enter a trade in this area till we get some confirmation. If you're already in a trade, kudos, but just be careful here, guys. This was my target from yesterday. We did get our bounce up and then came back down, blew through it. I wouldn't be surprised if this 33.2 area becomes our new resistance. But we do have the 8 EMA on the 4 hour all the way up to 33.8. Does that align with this over here? 33.8, 34,000. Yeah, we may see that. Just be careful, guys. This could get pretty ugly pretty fast, depending on what the traditional markets do. Dollar will probably get a nice bounce today with this hidden bullish divergence in an uptrend on the 4 hour. Were you bearish in the beginning of this year? Yeah, I sold my Bitcoin early, but I kept 2 for trading, and I actually made more money off trading them 2 than I would have if I'd held all my Bitcoin. So no harm, no foul. That's the beauty of trading. Also, I would much rather sell early in profit than to buy the top, like 50% of these people have done because of all the hopium and overly bullish sentiment got people stuck in a huge bull trap. You may have one more chance to exit around August or September. That's what we've been talking about, so keep an eye on it. Harshal, what is a CME gap? What is the gap between 2 candle, like a gap in price? Yeah, a CME gap, I don't have my CME chart. It's just a gap in between the candles. On the daily, I think there's one all the way back at like 9,600. If you go into like the 8 hour, there's actually one at like 36.8 or somewhere in there, like 3,600 area, 3,800. But they don't have to fill. They are a good thing to watch, but I would not trade expecting them to fill. If BTC has a fake out bounce 55 like you foresee, what do you think about alts? Yeah, I think again, guys, if this plays out, I do think the alts could very likely have a run with Bitcoin here. And, you know, if you are an altcoin person, it may be a good time to get into some alts here. Again, no guarantees. You know, we have to see what Bitcoin does, but may get a altcoin rally too also till August or September before topping out here, if this plays out the way I expect. Is Ankara a legit project? I don't know. I don't care. I watch charts. I don't really so much believe in any altcoins, honestly. They all claim to do a lot of stuff, but really haven't done anything. And that's the way I look at it. To each their own. Charts are all that matters to me. If we end the 10-year cycle, we could drop to 3K. It's very possible. Like I said, everybody's all about the 4-year cycle. Well, the market's been around longer. Could we be starting a 10-year cycle now? Very possible. Nobody's talking about that. Everybody's still stuck in the smaller time frames. But look at the big picture. Thanks, Lycum. Do you have any trades open currently? Actually, I'm still in my short from 41,000. Thanks, Haman. I appreciate that. Looks like we're getting a bunch of new subs in here. Welcome to the channel, guys. I hope you stick around, and I hope you're able to learn some stuff. Again, I'm here giving my opinion. I'm not I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not telling you what's guaranteed to happen, but I'm telling you this is a great possibility that I'm watching. When does C-Wave and Savvy screen is blocked on bottom right side? It's not exact. but I'm looking at approximately 9,500. But it all depends on where these bounces are, because you need the A and B to measure where C will be. But so until these are played out, it's really hard to judge where this could be. I'm just giving this estimate right now because let me find it. We do have a high volume node here at 9,500. And that is one of the reasons I'm looking at that area that lines up with an ABC. Serious high volume node here. So yeah, that's one of the reasons there. How's the DXY doing? DXY is starting to get its bounce now. Yeah, just be extremely careful, guys. Don't get overly bullish. CryptoSavvy, there's a trick to increase the FPS on the camera. Just lower the exposure in the current camera settings to lighten up again. Increase gamma saturation. Maybe I will get with you on that later. It could be just the lighting too. I don't know. But yeah, I'll try to work on that. I just haven't had time. We had all the internet problems yesterday. So today what I did is I just hooked direct Ethernet up, so I didn't have to deal with the Wi-Fi crap. I got to get a hold of the cable company today. So anyways, yeah. What's the date? The beginning of 2022 is what I'm looking at, but it all depends, you know. It doesn't have to do that. I'm just looking at it as a even time frame here. That makes sense. Like I've been watching you since February. You got it. Thanks, brother. I appreciate the super chat, man. And to all you new people, welcome to the channel. And again, I hope you are able to learn some stuff from it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my affiliate links down below. Great ways to help support the channel. Check out my wife's webpage. Lots of cool crypto stuff on there. I will be doing some crypto swag giveaway here in the future, so I'll let you know when that comes up. I have purchased a bunch of t-shirts and some other stuff from my wife to give out to you guys. So that'll be fun. I'll announce when we're doing that. Savvy, check out Michael Saylor's tweet. What's Saylor? Saylor actually blocked me on Twitter, so I can't see what he says. And I'll show you why he blocked me. Because he's in the $1 Billion Losers Club. This is from 2001 when he was literally the biggest loser in the .com bubble, and I posted that on Twitter, and he blocked me. So that shows you what kind of guy he is. And here is his company's chart. I would not listen to anybody that shit looks like this. He bought the top in the .com bubble, rode it all the way down to nothing. I believe he bought the top of Bitcoin. He didn't learn the first time. Hope he learns this time. Sailor's going to get wrecked. I am sure of that. Sailor will probably be the capitulation from the 50 to 55,000 range if we even get that bounce. And that's if this doesn't just look like, let's look at the market cheat sheet. So it could end up looking like this. That's another possibility, guys, that you cannot discount. Right here. The market cheat sheet. We could definitely be seeing this. Especially if traditional markets tank. So be aware of that. We may not even get that rally or relief rally. But again, it's too early to tell. We don't know exactly what's going to happen here, but we do have some areas to watch. Don't forget, use my promo codes Savvy50 and Savvy25 on Prime XBT if you use it. Great bonuses there. When will you start alts? Maybe tonight. Maybe in tonight's, or you know, in the afternoon stream. Maybe we'll go over some altcoins then. But technically speaking, right now, no altcoins stand a chance if Bitcoin's going to continue down to these lower levels. They smoking that moon dust. Sailor got money, though. Sailor's on borrowed money, brother. Sailor is on borrowed money. Sailor bought an average price of 37. I'm not sure what his average price is. Like I said, the guy is not the brightest. candle in the bunch. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, in my opinion. So I don't follow or take anything he says for anything. It will bounce now or tomorrow. Twix. We've just went over that. Go back into the beginning of the video if you would. There's no financial advice here, but you're going to like the financial education. Right, you know, that's one of the main things, guys. You can buy these assets and just hope and pray they go up, or you can learn to trade them and make money no matter what happens. And that's what I like to do. Any plans for TA course? Nah, man. I believe if someone truly makes money off of trading, then they don't, for one, have time to do the trading courses, and they don't have the need to sell something. Because if you truly are that good and know how to make money that good, there's no cookie cutter program, guys. Everybody's financial situation, everybody's risk tolerance, everything is different. There's no cookie cutter program that is gonna just that you can pay and then expect to learn this course. It's all about experience. You need to get in the markets. I think self-taught is the best way to go. Learn from learn from experience. You know, pain is a great teacher. I lost a lot of money learning how to trade, and most people do. And they say 90% of traders lose everything in the first whatever, because 10% stick to it and learn it. Them are the ones that make it. 90% give up. That is where those statistics come from. Good to see you. Thanks for the effort, mate. Thanks, Denver. Good to see you. So if you join our Discord, it's totally free. Scroll down to the bottom of the description of the video. It's totally free Discord in there. A lot of great people learning to trade. That's how you do it. Get with some people and learn from others' profits and mistakes. Buy poop coin now, get rich today. Oh my God. Savvy UC Sailor just bought 13,000. Sailor's an idiot. I don't care what Sailor does. Welcome to the channel, Tiffany. I made 70% just because of your excellent TA where you showed the hidden bearish divergence. Thanks a lot. Keep up your good work. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that, but it's not because of me. You're the one that made the decisions, man. I think the 4-year cycle is because of the Bitcoin halving. Yeah, I get that. But Bitcoin's been around for over 10 years now. I believe a new longer-term cycle has begun. I could be wrong. We'll see. Only time will tell. Thanks, Bernie. I appreciate it, man. Is that a good time to take all my profit out? Again, I'm not here to tell you to buy, sell, short, long, none of that. I give you my opinion. Watch other people's, come with your own decisions, and whatever you decide is what you decide. This is when most people sell and you see heavy buying because everyone is so fed up. Possible. When do you think the next bull market will start? If I'm correct and we go down to these lows, there may be a 6 month to a year accumulation. So it may be a couple years before we see an actual big bull run. If my theory is correct, again, if my theory is correct, and so far it hasn't been invalidated, but there is an invalidation point if you guys have been watching. Central banks are shorting BTC. Possible. How many entry points do you consider on days like today with potential for a flash crash? How many entry points do you consider? I don't think I quite get your question. But even if we break this 30, I would wait for a retest, and if we get a nice rejection there, it would probably be a good place to short. Gonna be 4 years till the next big bull run. Rather this one's over or not. True. Like I said, there's no guarantees it's over, guys. This is what I'm looking at, though. In my opinion, I think there's a good chance that this was the top for a few years. Don't be that person who ends up selling low now that the price is down. You have to stay strong and wait for the... You must be George. Do you think it will cool off now or not? It may cool off. Like I said, guys, the big thing here is pre-markets. Keep an eye on pre-markets. And, well, I'm sorry, traditional markets. Right now, in the pre-markets, they're up. Like I said, if the pre-markets open and have a little rally, then Bitcoin will have its, little relief rally here. We have to wait and see what happens. See how this daily closes, too. If this daily closes with the RSI lower, remember, we've been watching this RSI right here, right? We did break our trend line on this rising broadening wedge in the daily RSI. There's a good chance that we come back up and retest this before continuing down. Guys, learn the RSI. I have some short tutorials right in my... Don't forget to smash that like, by the way. We've got 645 likes and 1,200 people in here. But anyways, right here, there's some great tutorials. Just go onto my YouTube channel, hit the home button, and right in here, there's a few short tutorials. Let's see what's in there. So I have using the EMAs, that's my EMA strategy, using the RSI patterns, finding chart patterns, and learning to spot divergence in charts. Check those out, totally free. Just simple, quick, easy 101 analysis skills. Good place to start. Can you explain why 47.1 is the invalidation point? Yeah, I explained in the beginning of the video, but I'll explain again. Because in Elliott wave theory, wave 4 can never break wave 1. And wave 1 is right there at 47.1. So if wave 4 goes higher, then the 5th wave is invalidated. Then we don't get the 5th wave. That's why. Luke Young, Savvy is right. Learn from both sides. Learn from the bulls and the bears, but never take anything anyone says for gospel. Make your own mind up. Pain is the best experience. You won't make the same mistakes. Correct. Learn from your mistakes. Now here, I like your honesty. Been around for a long time. Most YouTubers are just telling everyone hold. It's a shame. I'm glad people are learning to use their own strategies and take a profit, etc. Yeah, man. Always take profit. Again, remember, crypto is pure speculation still. Protect your capital, guys. What other assets do you want to invest in? Real estate, stocks, etc. I'm looking at a little more real estate, but I'm waiting until the markets crash, guys, and I want to buy all kinds of stuff. Can you teach how to short? Join in the Discord. It's totally free. A lot of help in there, guys. Again, I don't have all the time in the world to just sit around and do all that stuff. And I see why guys charge to do it. But if you make money trading and stuff, there's really no reason to charge anybody for anything. I help when I can. I try to give, my ideas and show you what I'm seeing in the charts for totally free. But I don't have time to sit around and just constantly be online. I have a life, right? So, yeah. I think there's an imminent stock correction. Yeah, I do too. Sir, what books do you recommend for learning TA? I don't read books. I studied Elliott Wave when I first started out for about the first 2 years. And then I started getting into more chart patterns, reading candlesticks. It kind of all blends together. The more you learn, the better, but start small. Learn one thing at a time. When you get good at that, then you can add another. And then things start to mesh and the charts seem to make more and more sense to you. I'm hoping for a market crash so I can finally afford to buy a house. Renting sucks. Landlords milking a cash right now. Yeah, I do. I talked about that a little bit yesterday. I think there's going to be, do you remember the housing bubble that created the crash in 2018? I think there's going to be something similar, but from a different cause this time. I think we're going to have a flooded housing market because of all the people that didn't have to pay rent and didn't have to pay on their mortgage through the whole pandemic thing. So if they couldn't pay then, how are they going to catch up now? I think that's going to flood the housing market with people that didn't pay, and they're going to lose their houses to the banks, etc. And then those go on the market, and that creates you know, a flooded market, which will drop the prices in housing, so forth. Will BTC rise again this year? Mr. V, please go back to the beginning of the video. I go over all this chart right here. So definitely, if you're just joining, you'll probably want to go back to the beginning of the video, because I'm not going to keep going over the same thing and bore the people that are here watching. And those of you that smashed that like button, I appreciate it very much. We have 730 likes and almost 1,200 people in here. So a little over half of you have enough respect to scroll down and hit the like button. I appreciate you. Savvy, what do you think could trigger that B wave up while looking like a sinking ship? Anything. You might see some good news here, or the traditional stock markets get one more rally. A lot of things will look like it caused it, but if you guys watch the channel, everything's in the charts, guys. I got laughed at up here saying that this could be a ABC or a 1, 2, 3, and it did confirm our 3 wave down here. We did have this target in February. You can go back and check. Also, I got laughed at here when I was talking about the wick-off method, that now everybody and their brother seems to be a wick-off pro. But I called this 63 to 64 top with the wick-off method in my video on March 24th. I actually drew this blue line right here in on that video, and there's how it played out, almost exact. And then everybody and their brother is all of a sudden a wick-off pro. What they don't talk about is there is volume that has to line up for wick off. Another thing, doing wick off in anything under the daily is not correct. So anybody doing that is incorrect. Thanks for the updates. You're welcome, Mark. Savvy, trigger for B wave up ideas. I don't understand what you're saying, but you could go back to the beginning of the video and I explained this pretty thoroughly, so there's not much more I could say about it. We're kind of in limbo, guys. Everything's still looking pretty damn bearish. Pretty freaking bearish. Remember, a little over a week ago on June 10th, we called this sell signal on Ethereum. Look at it now. We had the sell signal over here using the EMA strategy on the daily. May 14th for Bitcoin. It was June 9th for Ethereum. And it was May 24th for Litecoin. All seem to be playing out beautifully, guys. So, all right, guys, I think that's enough for today. I do appreciate all you guys for stopping by. If you just tuned in, rewind, watch from the beginning of the video. You might see some stuff you like. Don't forget to help support the channel by checking out my affiliate links down there if you are interested in trading, or check out my wife's webpage. There's lots of affiliate links down there, guys. Check them out. They do help the channel out, as I do not charge for any of this, and I appreciate all of your guys' support. Don't forget to smash the likes. I will talk to you later. I'll be doing another live between noon and 2. Watch for it. Make sure your notification bell is ticked on, and I'll see you then, guys.